Hello Capricorn, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm going to use Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. For the support of Oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen. So there's that information if you would like it. I've already shuffled. That's an interesting one. Oh, that's peculiar. Let's see where that's going. That's peculiar. Where this is ending has me curious. I think we have to get there first. Or leave that there. Okay. So, coming into this situation, this is Capricorn. Somebody is like, there's a dramatic energy here. There's definitely a dramatic energy here. Somebody gets really upset. And they're very expressive about this. They got passion with the Ten of Swords. Like it's almost like it's a situation it is bad. I feel like it is truly bad. But it's kind of like, you know, if you're at a picnic and there's all this food on this table, and then one of the legs give out on the table, all the food, like it's all, you can't eat it. It's gross. It's all over the place. It's a mess. There's no salvaging it, not really. But this happens. It happens, but this person like freaks out about it. Like, it's not only bad that it actually happened, but it's that, it seems like it's that type of level. Like, it's something, once it's happened, it's happened. But they go on about it, and they can't seem to let it go. And instead of just like accepting it for what it is and cleaning things up and moving on, the whole day is ruined because they just get so upset and they keep going on about it and they can't get over it, and they just keep crying about it, and they just keep, and they're blaming people, and they just won't let it go. They just can't let it go. Kind of reminds me also, like, might be a car accident type thing where like somebody has a car accident and the car isn't drivable for a while. It's going to take a couple weeks to fix, but when it happens, they get very upset about it, and they just keep, like, it's like they're making it worse for themselves and everybody around them. Like, they make it bad for themselves, worse for themselves, and anybody who comes within earshot, like, they just drive them crazy about it too, because they can't stop complaining about it. Despondence is here in the center. Like, that's the energy. You've got this Hierophant going up towards your way. Like, you're trying to kind of deal with what's actually here, but you also have mysticism here. Kind of like, is it really that bad? Like, can't we just kind of like start working towards fixing it? It's weird because you're in this weird spot. Like, you understand, you agree, like the food going all over the place, or the car hitting it, you know, having an accident. It is very inconvenient. It's kind of ruining the moment. It's kind of screwing up the day. But I feel like you're kind of like, yeah, but, you know, say for example the food is all wasted. All right, well then, you know, either we have to go to the store real quick and just find a make-do situation and just fix things that way, or we just don't eat, or maybe we stop on at a restaurant on the way home. You know, we could even go, maybe we can go over to this hot dog stand. Everybody can have hot dogs instead. Whatever. If we can't eat, we can't eat. But it's kind of like, let's try to make the best of it. At the same time, you're like, yeah, it is very upsetting. You're very upset about it too, but you know, there comes a point where you just gotta kind of look at the situation and be like, listen, it happened. Let's pick up what we can and just move forward the best way we can. That's just what we're gonna have to do. We can't center on the negativity. It was a bad moment, but let's pick ourselves up and let's try to, you know, make things better. Let's also remember this moment. Like, what was the reason? Like, what this table, one of the legs gave in. Like, was there a sign that was going to happen? Should we have, you know, should we have had this on more stable surface? Same thing with the car. Like, you know, all right, yeah, it's screwing up the day. It's making things more uncomfortable or inconvenient for the rest of the week. But at the same time, what do we need to do to pick this up? What do we need to do to plan for this? Let's start taking care of it and stop making it worse. And you're trying to be in that energy, but at the same time you are admitting, yeah, it's very uncomfortable, it's very unhappy, you don't like it either, but let's come on, let's not keep drowning ourselves with this. You're trying to pick it up. I feel like you're trying to pick it up and like, yeah, that happened, but let's start doing something. Let's not drown ourselves in this situation because it's not helping. You know what I mean? Yes, everything, like, it's kind of like, yeah, we got mud on ourselves on this, but let's not. Since we already got mud on half our clothes, let's not go over and jump in the mud puddle and roll around in it and make it worse. Let's go and clean ourselves off and do what we need to do to fix the situation and start working towards resolution. Now the Nine of Cups is coming in. And I feel like you're trying to bring in, I really do feel like you're trying to bring in a positive energy. Like, all right, listen, it happened. It happened. Let's just address it and start working towards fixing it. Like, wallowing in it is not working. And I don't think you want to. You're just like, yeah, we got mud on our clothes, but this doesn't mean I want to go jump in the mud puddle and roll around in it. That's not going to make me fun, make me happier. Now that we got mud on ourselves, all right, then let's go. Let's try to wash it off. Let's try to clean off what we can. If we need to get a change of clothes, let's get a change of clothes. Let's just handle it. Let's just handle it. And you're bringing in this positive energy. A lot of people are agreeing with this, and they're trying to work with you to make things better. There's a positive energy that's trying to take hold here. This face down card is interesting to me because this is in the environment. The person who just is freaking out and having, like, they're just losing it over it. They're literally walking away from you. They're kind of ignoring you because they're not into the fixing it right now. They're upset and they just want to wallow in it for a minute. They do. So the fact that your energy and their energy aren't matching, they're literally just kind of ignoring you. I feel like they're saying, I feel like this is also a message like, let them go, let them do what they want to do. When they come back around, add them in, talk to them when you need to. But I feel like this energy is just very like, I don't want to. I want to just complain about it. I need people to understand how I feel about this. I need to complain about it. There's a very aggressive energy with that. The fact that it's like it's just walking away from you, I feel. The Seven of Swords is making me feel like it's walking away from you because you're trying to fix things, and they feel like they haven't been heard. They need to vent it more. They need to vent and be heard more about how upset they are. And I feel like your energy is kind of like, yeah, well, there's a lot of us that are upset about it. But let's fix it. Let's fix it because you don't want to wallow in it. That's fine. Them going off on their way, doing what they need to do, that's fine. That's their business. Because I'm getting here, there's a little bit of mystery because they kind of ghost you for a while and they're not talking to you for a while. They're a little bent out of shape about it is what I'm getting. They almost feel kind of jilted or slighted because you wouldn't let them vent. You kind of cut it off and you started turning things around. I feel like that was a really good thing. For most people, you really helped them out. That just kept other people from falling into this negativity hole. So you kept them from falling into that. You also kept yourself from falling in from that. You're like, no, we don't need to do that. I'm not into it. Let's start fixing it. So this other person who is very hell-bent on feeling bad ignored you. They might ghost you for a while. They may not talk to you for a little while, maybe a few weeks where you just don't hear from them and you're just like, I feel like you're kind of like, what's the deal? Like, it's almost like you're like questioning, like, are they blaming me for this problem? And you're like, I don't understand why they'd be blaming me for this problem. Is that what's going on? The mystery here, the moon is the mystery moment here, and you're not really happy about it, is what I'm also getting. You're just kind of like, what's going on? Okay, so it feels like it's the same situation. It's almost like a repeat action, or it's the completion. Like if it was a fender bender, car accident, whatever, where the car couldn't be used for a couple weeks, this is like the completion of that. If it's like, for example, like there was a event where there was a lot of food and the food went, this is like a repeat and like trying to make up for that. This is there's a moment coming forward where somebody's trying to make up for this. Like they're trying to balance it out. I literally feel like it's this person who walked away from you. They're trying to like they're trying to create a do-over, if you will. They're trying to recreate the moment so that's better. They're trying to like balance it out in their own way. They got abundance with impartiality. They're like, it's almost like if it was a birthday party and all the food went bad, they're now wanting to do it again. And they want it to work out the correct way. Like, I feel like they want to do it again. I feel like it's a do-over feel. This feels out of the ordinary to me too, by the way. If it's a cars thing, I feel like there's something here where they're trying to show. I don't understand how that one is, because I see somebody like literally going through the same thing again, but they're trying to prove. If it's a car thing, they're trying to prove that it wasn't their fault. If it's a car thing, like something like that, they're trying to prove that it wasn't their fault. Something like that. That might be also true for like if it was like some type of event and something went wrong with the event. They might be doing this to prove again like it wasn't their fault. And I'm getting like when this is happening, there's a lot going on. It seems to be like a situation that people are like, okay, that's fine. Like, why not? Especially if it's a repeat event type thing. It's kind of like, all right, we can get together again. Let's do that. All right, fine. That's fine. People aren't really pushing against it. You get the bittersweet. It's kind of like it's not that bad, but it's kind of like unnecessary. You're kind of like, this is unnecessary. If somebody's trying to prove that like an accident wasn't their fault, you're kind of like, this isn't necessary. Kind of like, I wasn't blaming them anyway. Like, I wasn't saying it was their fault. It's to you, like with the bittersweet, it's like it's a good moment. It's a good moment coming forward, whatever they're pulling people together for. But at the same time, it's unnecessary, is how you're looking at it. Like, I don't know if we really need to do that, but I guess it's not a bad thing. Other people seem to be into it. The whole trick with this, they're giving the perception. Just be careful how you view it. Like, it's not a bad thing. I feel like you're looking at it that way, though. Like, this isn't necessary. Like, this is kind of a waste of time. But I feel like if you do it, it's worth it, because the Ten of Pentacles comes in, makes this person feel a lot better, solidifies the group, seems to be putting the situation to rest. Is it? Yeah. I do feel like it's putting the situation to rest for the most part. This energy that you're dealing with, there's something a little tricky because we're going towards something here. It does seem to be like it should be putting this energy to rest, because it seems like it's putting everything back in place. Like, okay, that situation is resolved. Or at least maybe you're thinking it should be. This person's going to bring more ideas forward. Alright, so this seems like, it almost seems unrelated. But I feel like there's more situations coming forward with this same person, and they're trying to probably highlight this person. Because that person's going to try to bring more information forward, more possibilities forward. They're going to present things to you. You're like, oh, they sound good. Let me see what I think. Maybe there's some of this I'd like to be a part of. Maybe there's some of this I wouldn't. I don't see you having a problem with this person at this point. They're trying to highlight this person. I think they're really trying to highlight this person and what this person is like. Because what I'm getting here is there's other possibilities in the future coming in with this person. And I feel like you're going to catch into some of them and you're going to co-create with those things. You're going to be like, okay, oh yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to be a part of that. Okay, that's cool. I can own a piece of that and make sure a piece of this works out. I'll do this, for this piece, for this situation, I'll do this piece, or I'll keep an eye on this situation here, and I'll make sure it stays on point, and make sure it gets done. I'll keep up with people, make sure it's done properly. You're all about it. That's cool. Now, I'm noticing this. In the environment, you got wisdom. So this person, I feel like this person is like, I just feel like they set things up for like a moment here to where they can like get a lot of attention, but it feels like it's a negative attention, because I'm getting wisdom with the Knight of Wands. Kind of like they know what they can and can't get away with. I definitely feel like this wisdom is kind of like 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other, in the sense of like it can go bad, it can go good. And this, it feels like it's going bad. It's like the wisdom to know what they can and can't get away with. Because in the center, they're pulling in more opportunities. They have more possibilities coming in. But I'm also getting like they seem to set things up for, like, you might want to keep a close eye on this. They seem to set things up where they have the victim and gratitude at the same time. They like to set up things to go a little bit awry, and then they get to have a little dramatic moment, and then they want to seem like they're the ones fixing everything at the same time. It kind of, like, I don't know if you know of the Norse god Loki. I don't know, some of you might want to look that up, because it just, that's a god, I believe, that sets up problems, creates a bad situation, literally creates the bad situation, and then walks away from it, and then when everybody gets all upset, runs right in to fix it, and kind of saves the day, yet they're the one who actually caused it to begin with. And I'm getting that energy here, like they cause problems, create a dramatic moment, and then they fix that problem, because it's like they seem to get off on that. keep your eye open for this. See if this is actually what's happening with this person, because that's exhausting. I am thinking, like, if you can see it, I feel like this can make a difference. This can change things around. You can probably make things better for other people. I'm literally feeling like they're trying to highlight somebody. They're trying to show you, like, this person does this. They create moments to fail, get really upset about that, and then they come in and save it at the end. Like, I feel like that's what this person does, and they know how to do it. The wisdom is a little tricky here. Just because somebody's wise or smart doesn't mean it's always on the up and up. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's how I feel about this card. I mean, you can take what you want from it, of course. But I think they're trying to highlight somebody to you so that you can see this for what it really is. Alright. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.